Hello there, how are you? Learin Haddock here with another edition of Worth the Buy here on Bearded Budget Media. Now, this week we're looking at a film that this year turned old enough to drink in America. Yes, 21 years ago this pearl of a comedy was released. A film that was not only a hit at the time, but has lasted the years and could even be considered a true great of the field. So let's be an average Joe, bleed our own blood, and dodge, duck, dip, dive and dodge and take a dive into Dodgeball, a true underdog story.
Today moved to an 8-month overdue account. Thank you and have a nice day.
So Dodgeball follows Peter LaFleur, owner of Average Joe's Gym. It's non-judgmental, friendly, and all in all, a gym for everyone, but in dire financial straits. This issue isn't helped by the Globo Gym across the road, a chain gym that's a mega church of fitness and vanity, run by the truly insane White Goodman.
White, you know? I'm white.
He wants to take over Average Joe's to build a new parking structure.
They paved paradise and put up a parking lot.
The only way to make the money needed to ensure they don't lose the gym is to enter the Dodgeball tournament in Las Vegas, which has a $50,000 prize for the winner. What follows is essentially a typical underdog sports film, including the ending, but we'll get more into that later. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more from Bearded Budget Media. It really means a lot to me and it really helps the channel. The casting of Dodgeball can only be described as absolutely spot on. I mean, everyone plays their role to perfection. I don't think there's a single weak link within the cast. I mean, there's great chemistry between everyone, even the protagonist and the antagonist. First up, we have Average Joe's owner, Peter LaFleur, a truly great boss and friend to have. He may make jokes, but at all times he is positive with nearly everyone he knows. I mean, apart from his poor financial management, everyone would love a boss as supportive and as friendly as Peter.
See you later, Dater.
Played in a very typical way by Vince Vaughn.
Absolutely. I don't know how you say Ms. for a Mr., because it's just Mr., but if there was a Ms. Mr., I'm a Ms. as well.
His foil in this tale of sporting prowess being antagonist extraordinaire and with a true douchebag flair, White Goodman.
Thing here, I'm white, you know? I'm white. W-H-I-T. E.
The so-called self-made man who has formed his gym empire and is just an all-round bag of the mightiest of douches, played fantastically well by Ben Stiller.
We should mate.
What?
Date! I said we should date sometime, you know, socially. Go out and kick it.
Interesting one regarding Ben Stiller's performance is that White Goodman is essentially the same character as a character he played in a 90s film about a fat camp called Heavyweights. Now, Stiller even admitted that he copy-pasted his performance because he felt that no one had seen the film, so wouldn't notice, not realising that Heavyweights had formed quite a cult following. In fact, Media Pastimes have done a great video regarding that film.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody!
Next up, we'll bring in the Average Joes, our team to root for. First up, I'm going to mention the trigger for playing Dodgeball, Gordon Pibb. Nervous, a fan of the obscure, and bullied by his wife.
L for love. Good times.
I want to say a true sad sack, but I love Gordon. Played fantastically well by Stephen Root.
Well, I guess I'm not really an angry person.
Are you angry now?
Now, the name may not ring a bell, but he's been all over the place for years, from fantastic films such as Oh Brother Where Art Thou, No Country for Old Men and Get Out, to other projects such as Finding Nemo, Ice Age, and even Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Stephen Root is truly a great character actor, and I feel he deserves more props, so Stephen Root, I salute you. Then we've got the love interest and bank-appointed real estate and tax lawyer assigned to Average Joes regarding their finances, Kate Veach, played by the beautiful and funny and married to Ben Stiller, Christine Taylor.
I'm here to begin my courtship with you, Kate.
You fired me so I'd date you?
Yeah, huh?
You are a crazy little man.
Come on, Kate. I know you've been hiding some feelings for me.
Oh, yeah, nausea.
Employees of Average Joe's, we have Dwight, played amazingly well and very bitchy by Chris Williams.
Yeah, he'll probably fall off the roller coaster and break every bone in his body. Nice, Dwight.
Well, I'm just saying it happens. My cousin Ray Ray, boop, dead.
Thanks.
We also have Owen, played with a delightful haplessness by Joel David Moore.
We're still missing the teenage love puppy and Steve the pirate.
Who's Steve the pirate?
The only guy on our team who dresses like a pirate.
Wait, there's a guy on our team dressed like a pirate?
Now, two of my favourites that make up the Average Joe's team. Both of them are clients of Average Joe's, and both are fantastic in their own ways. Firstly, we have Justin, a dweeby high school cheerleader who, unfortunately for actor Justin Long, seemed to include him taking some of the hardest hits within the film. Lest we forget the final member of the team, Steve the Pirate. You heard me right. A guy in full pirate regalia in 2005, living his best life. Played by an actor who I think this film was the first thing I saw him in, the legendary Alan Tudyk.
We could sell blood and semen.
God.
What? Not mixed together. Troop 417.
Great. We're playing Boy Scouts.
Not quite.
Bollocks.
Supporting Average Joe's Gym is a character played by two amazing actors. The 7-time All-Star player of the ADAA, the American Dodgeball Association of America, Patches O'Houlihan, played in an educational video from what appears to be around the 50s by the voice and character actor great Hank Azaria. Yup, Mo Sizlak himself.
That way, you can all gang up on the weaker ones, like Winston here.
The version we have the most of, though, is the old, uncouth, inappropriate, and now wheelchair-bound version, played with a delectable madness by the acting legend that is Rip Torn.
Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine?
Probably not.
No, but I do it anyway because it's sterile and I like the taste. I've got some hookers in my room. What do you say we go celebrate my treat?
No thanks, I think I'll just stick with the scarf here, but thank you though.
Suit yourself, queer.
Going to fly through a couple here, because the script's getting a little long already. White Goodman's right-hand man, and with the best job title ever, is his fitness consigliere, Michelle, played by former NFL player Jamal Duff.
I believe you've met my fitness consigliere, Michelle.
A ringer on the Globo Gym team, all the way from Romanovia. Gonna go for this. Fran Stalinoskovich Davidovitsky, played by the beautiful and supremely talented Missy Pyle.
You're the one who stares at me. Why is this?
Because I think you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
An amazing pairing of actors that have some of the greatest lines in film history are the commentators for ESPN8, The Ocho. We have the play-by-play commentator, Cotton McKnight, played by one of my favourite character actors, who's also amazing with his voice work, Mr. Gary Cole.
Oh, now there's a souvenir for a lucky fan. A city where you can get a happy ending, but only if you pay a little extra.
The colour commentator alongside him, who appears to be in his own strange little world, Pepper Brooks, played fantastically well by Jason Bateman.
It's gotta be the hair, Cotton. It's beautiful, feathered, and lethal. You just don't see it nowadays.
I don't like to mention too many cameos in these sections, as if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil that surprise. But with this film, there's an elephant in the room with a certain cameo. You know the scene I mean. In the bar, Peter LaFleur meeting multi-Tour de France winner Lance Armstrong.
You know, once I was thinking about quitting when I was diagnosed with brain, lung, and testicular cancer, all at the same time. But with the love and support of my friends and family, I got back on the bike, and I won the Tour de France 5 times in a row.
His speech kinda hits a little different nowadays, doesn't it? On the other hand, at least the other cameos still hold up. Is it the best comedy? No, but it's up there. Is it the best sports movie? No, but again, it's up there. And who'd have thunk it that this comedy about a kid's game would become such a cultural and sporting reference so many years later? I mean, It piqued interest in dodgeball as a sport, leading to multiple leagues across the Americas and the globe, and probably the biggest cultural impact it had was ESPN8, The Ocho. A satirical take on the amount of sports channels available, with so many often being for niche markets. ESPN ran with it. For multiple years, it ran a day or more a year, where one of their channels would rebrand as ESPN8 Ocho for the day, and show obscure sports akin to, Red Bull sporting competitions, and the very local to me, Black Pudding Tossing World Championship. The fact that a gag from a comedy film turned into a yearly showcase of obscure and unusual sports, and then appears to be a seasonal web-based TV channel available on Roku, and again, showing obscure sports. It's a gambler's dream. Likely well known by a lot of people at this point, the ending was changed quite dramatically. Following a test screening where the end of the film was Globo Gym winning, but the audience just really didn't like it. I mean, I understand the idea from the creators. A true underdog story often ends that way. Let's put it this way. Here in the UK we have the FA Cup. It's a football tournament that involves the majority of professional and semi-professional clubs. Regularly, not necessarily every year, but often, a club from a lower league will perform much better than expected. I'm talking a club where their best player is a plasterer in the middle of the week. Half the country will back them as they get the title Giant Killers for beating teams multiple leagues ahead of them. But as the tournament goes on, higher leagues are added at later dates. This will often lead to a huge payday for our plucky, plastering underdogs, in the fact that suddenly they're playing against teams with a 40,000 plus seater stadium. But you know what happens most of the time? They get beat. The dream dies, but the benefits often live on. I mean, those paydays, either from gate revenues or TV rights, will often keep a club running. And I get it, when you go to the cinema, you're looking to be entertained and likely wanting to leave the cinema feeling happy. I could just imagine how down those test audiences felt following the original ending. It then led to the ending being changed, adding in the double fault and the sudden death, and even adding in the end credits scene with White Goodman, which I will admit, the White Goodman stinger is an amazing addition, especially as it appears to show still as ire at having to change the ending.
That's the problem with the American cinema. Can't handle any complexity in it, Don't make me think. I just want to be entertained.
A slight little irk I have. It's generally available on Disney Plus or similar, and that's great because it's available to watch. But it is censored on that version, whether it's cutting a line from the cheerleading tryouts, or amending a politically incorrect pearl from Patches, which, funnily enough, doesn't remove the politically incorrect part. I mean, it's another reason to own physical media, I guess. Well, there we have it. Another episode of Worth the Buy in the net here on Bearded Budget Media. If you haven't seen the film, I highly recommend giving it a watch. If you have seen it, there's never a bad time to rewatch this classic. I've been Lyrin Haddock. Catch you next time.
Looks like it's gonna be a 2-on-1, a menage a trois of pain.
Usually you pay double for that kind of action, Cotton.
We are the Globo Gym Purple Cobras. And we will rock you.